What's up, guys? I got the keys here, back with another video. So today the topic is going to be on the resurrection, right? So, Jesus says, I am the resurrection and the life, right? And what that means is you are the resurrection of the Christ, right? The Christ consciousness. You are bringing that back to earth so that we can all ascend and bring heaven here now, right? And it ultimately, it's a frequency, right? It's a level of energy that a lot of us are even born with, and we don't notice it, because we forget who we are by coming here, right? And if you're embodying this frequency, you're gonna know, okay? Because people are gonna come up to you. People are going to say you have this positive vibe, or there's just something about your energy, or you're glowing, or shit like this. And ultimately, the Christ is not a person, right? It's referring to your level of consciousness, and also your Christos avatar, right? Which is the highest version of yourself. And basically, it's your 12th strand of DNA, right? And so that's when you get to the Christ. And then there's even beyond that, you have like the Buddhic mind, right? And then you have the Nirvanic mind. And so it goes on and on and on, guys. It's eternal life, right? And so you are the one bringing this frequency back to Mother Earth so that she can be helped, to ascend also, right? It's not about leaving Earth. It's not about leaving the Matrix. It's not about any of this. You have to understand that the Matrix is part of who you are, right? We created the Matrix, okay? And now we are experiencing it, okay? So even if you look at the word matrix, right, you have X, right? And that means mother, tri, right, triangle, okay? And then you have X, which is the Christ, okay, the cross. And so it's not even that it's, I know a lot of people call it false light, but I don't like to say that. It's just projected light, right? So Mother Earth has her own light, right? Her own Merkaba, or a star, right? Her masculine and feminine energies, right? And so, basically she's an outward projection of us, right? But, back to what I was saying is that, we're bringing this frequency back here so that everybody else can also remember who they are. And not everybody is going to, right? We have to understand that, at least not in this lifetime, maybe. You cannot wake everybody up. It's not going to happen. Not everybody is going to resonate with you. Not everybody is going to want to wake up, okay? It's all about the soul and what the soul has chosen, okay? But ultimately, our goal is to bring a earth of love, of peace, of harmony, of balance, right? And it's not just all light or all dark, right? It's a maintaining a balance between them, right? And so that's what the universe wants, is harmony. It wants to balance itself out, right? So that we have an equal amount of everything. And when I say darkness, I don't mean like, this evil type of darkness, but I mean like, the darkness where you find the light, right? And so you could see Mother Earth as the darkness, right? And then the sun is lighting her up, right? And so, again, we're bringing this frequency, the same thing that Jesus was doing, right? And he told us this multiple times, right? He said that, what I do, you shall do greater than me, right? He never said that. He never asked you to worship him. He never asked any of this stuff, okay, guys? And it's like, Jesus was just a representation of the Christos avatar, right? He was embodying the full higher self, right? And most people do not ever get to do this in a single lifetime, okay? Jesus was ultimately one of the most renowned because of this, and it's not to praise or worship him, but yes, he's a divine brother of light, and he's part of a collective, right? And there are multiple collectives, okay? So you have to really think about how infinite God is, okay? And it's not just one person, one thing, or, it is everything and nothing. So the balance between that, right? And spirit and matter, same idea. So we're embodying the Christ here and now, right? You are just like Jesus, okay? And it's not to be egotistical. It's not to think that you're better than other people. None of this. It's just what you are. And it's not something you should fear, right? It's something that we're bringing to this earth for a reason. And it is to help other people and to help ourselves remember, right? Because if we don't remember, we can't help. And we'll get stuck in our ego and all this, the world, right? And we'll get stuck in all the worldly things that we have to do, and I know it's hard to, stay in the higher self. I understand that, we all have life and stuff to take care of, and energies, trying to block us and blah, blah, blah. But we're going to figure it all out, guys. And it's already done. That's the other thing that we're forgetting, is that everything is already done and completed. And, God's already planned this all out. That's why they call it a planet, right? So anyways, I hope that you embody your higher self. I hope that you're, finding more of yourself every day, remembering who you are, and taking care of your body, your mind, and your soul, okay? And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.